What up, everybody in the YTBC? Hope everybody's doing well. This is not going to be a very long live because I'm using my tablet and it's not charged up all the way. So, um, in fact, it's kind of low, but it's all good because I don't need a whole lot of time to talk about what I want to talk about real quick. So, yeah, just want to say congratulations to Virgil Ortiz for his victory over Kavalaskis. Thanks, PED. Welcome to the chat. Yeah, congratulations to him on his what was it, eighth round TKO victory over Kavalaskis. So congratulations to him. That to me, this was kind of like a sink or swim situation for Ortiz. Like he's been, he's been fairly impressive, but I just don't know that we can. Up to this point, we haven't been able to really gauge how good he really is, and this fight really gives us a better idea of what we're dealing with. So congratulations to Virgil Ortiz. I think I pretty much have to put him above all the other prospects at this point. You know, Rashidi Ellis. I mean, he's not even a prospect. Um, Ortiz, that is. I believe he has a title of some sort. Give me a moment. I'm kind of hungry, so bear with me just a second. My bad. So, anyways, back to what I was saying. Um, but yeah, I think this definitely gives us a better idea of what uh how good he is. Oh yeah, I was saying I pretty much have to put him above all the other prospects at this point. Doesn't necessarily mean he is better than them. It just means that based off of their accomplishments, that's where I place him. I place him above Rashidi Ellis. I place him above Ennis. Um, but I guess what the point I was getting to is I guess it's not even fair to put him up against other prospects because technically he's a champion. I forget what title it is that he holds, but I know he holds some kind of a some kind of a title. Ortiz, that is. So, but I guess the reason why I'm bringing up those prospects is just because those are the names that everybody else throws in with them. Um, so yeah, that's why I say, as far as prospects are concerned, I have to put him above the rest of them. And the fact that he holds a title, I mean, it kind of confirms that that's where he should be placed at this point in time. So only time will tell. Once he starts mixing it up with Ennis and Ellis and whoever else um, there is to mix it up with, um, or even better, Bud Crawford. I would love to see him fight Bud Crawford. I think he's ready for Bud Crawford. Does that mean that I think he will beat Bud Crawford? No, that's not what that means. What it means is I think he has the ability to beat Bud Crawford at this point. I think that it's going to depend on a lot of different things. A lot of it having to do with preparation. A lot of it having to do with, just what version of each guy shows up on that night. But I do think that he has. I do think that he has a chance to beat Crawford. But I do think that, I would have to say I would say 55-45 in Crawford's favor. So, so yeah, I would like to see that fight, especially being that the premier bisexual clowns are not willing to fight Terrence Bud Crawford. Being, if they're not willing to step up, some, somebody's got to do it, and Ortiz called him out. So I'm assuming he wants that smoke now. That's just an assumption. We might find out different if they actually go into negotiations. A lot of times, it seems like somebody wants to fight Crawford, and then in negotiations, they turn the other way. So I'm not saying that's what Ortiz will do. I'm saying we have to wait and see if he follows through. And I actually like the chances of that fight being made because Ortiz is a young up and comer. Whereas you got these other guys, they feel that they've already made a name for themselves, so they want to play the A side bullshit. What up, Unrivaled? God bless. Chen Smoke, welcome to the chat, guys. So yeah, that's how I feel about this. I think you know if Bud Crawford can't get some of these other meaningful fights made, he might as well fight the young guy and may the best man win. Like I said, I got Bud in that fight, but if Ortiz beats him, I wouldn't be surprised. And Ortiz, I mean, he's the goods. Uh, Even if he were to lose to Bud Crawford, just because in this era, you have too many fans who want to dismiss a boxer after one loss. And let's not forget, Muhammad Ali is considered to be the greatest of all time by many, by a large percentage of boxing fans. And he had like what, six losses, if I'm not mistaken. So we need to stop with that narrative of, well, once a guy loses, he's trash. All right, my apologies, guys. There was like a speck on my screen. I went to get rid of it, and it refreshed the page. That's why I was like, "Hold on, I saw it coming." But yeah, what up, Max Kuckerman? Crawfish made a career of fighting bums. Crawfish will duck Virgil. Crawfish said Virgil is not ready. He wants Josecito Lopez. Oh, yeah, I have to disagree with Bud Crawford. I much rather see the Ortiz fight than Josecito Lopez. Yeah, I I don't think that Bud has built his career off fighting bums. I think he's built his career fighting who he can. And fortunate enough for him at 140, who he could led to him being undisputed. Unfortunately, who he can at 147 has led to him being froze out. That being said, I don't co-sign on this if Bud is saying that he'd rather fight Josecito Lopez over Virgil Ortiz. I strongly disagree with Crawford on that. And yeah, I just don't. I don't think that's a fight that most of us will want to see. Not over Virgil Ortiz, like Crawford. We understand that you have haters that will not give you credit, no matter what the fuck you do. But the reality is this: they're not gonna give you credit. Like I just said, they're not gonna give you credit regardless of what you do. Like they could demand that you fight somebody specifically. You could fight them, beat them, and then they're going to still not give you credit because of whatever. They'll find some reason not to credit you. So just fight Ortiz. Like that's a like I hear some guys say, oh, Bud should just move up to 154 and fight Charlo, and I don't think that's really the right attitude. If he wants to do that, there's nothing wrong with that, but I don't think he should have to do that. Like, there's work left to be done at this division. But yeah, I think Crawford should go for Ortiz. Fuck the Josecito Lopez fight. No disrespect towards Josecito Lopez, but yeah, I much rather see that Ortiz fight. What up, H Money? What up, UGC Flame? Who else is in here? Hold on, I'm trying to make sure. Okay, there we go. My computer was about to lock. What up, Iron Calm? Trying to see who else is in here. But yeah, that Josecito Lopez fight, that's stupid. I'm gonna have to say if he doesn't even attempt to make that Ortiz fight and he's just gonna try to make a Josecito Lopez fight, I'm gonna have to say he ducked Ortiz because Ortiz he said he's willing to fight, at least go into negotiations and see what happens. Because of course, if Ortiz goes in there and he makes some ridiculous demands, which I'm not saying he'll do, but I could definitely see something happening because let's not forget Ortiz is signed with Golden Boy, and Oscar De La Hoya doesn't. He tends, as a promoter, he tends to make some bad decisions, and I think a lot of people can agree with that. I mean, look at look at the situation he's in. Um, he put all his energy into one guy, and that one guy isn't even with Golden Boy anymore. So yeah, he makes bad decisions as a promoter. And I could definitely see him doing something that would cause that fight not to be made. But I think Crawford needs to at least make the attempt to make that fight because I find a win over Ortiz is going to be a lot more impressive than a win over fucking Josecito Lopez. I mean, yeah, it'll probably end his streak of of stopping everybody at 147. But I mean, yeah, it's cool to say that you're able to stop everybody you fought at the division. But I mean, I don't think that should take precedent over fighting like a young up and comer that a lot of people are already saying can beat you. Like, go ahead and fight him, beat him, and then see what fight you can get after that. I'm gonna look at some comments real quick. What up, Toby? And I agree, H Money. I actually don't have a problem with any of those fights. Um, I am not saying that Terrence Crawford only has one option, and that's to fight Ortiz. And I'm not saying that's what you're implying. I just want to make it understood. What I'm saying is, if he can't get Sean Porter, if he can't get any of these other guys from the PBC to get in the ring with him, um, who's the other one that you? Josh Taylor. If he could get Josh Taylor, I don't have no problem with that. I if it comes down to Virgil Ortiz or Josh Taylor, I would prefer to see the Josh Taylor fight because now you're talking about two guys who are undisputed at 140 fighting at 147, and I think that is a very meaningful fight. So I would put that over the Ortiz fight, for sure. I put the Porter fight over the Ortiz fight. I'm just saying because he can't get these guys in the ring with him. Why not fight the young up and comer? What up, Boxing Jedi? But yeah, that's how I feel about it. I think Bud should just go ahead and try to make that. See what he can if he can get Sean Porter in the ring. If Sean Porter won't do it, if Danny Garcia won't do it, if none of these other premier bisexual clowns won't do it, then yeah, go ahead and get in the ring. Try to make that fight with Virgil Ortiz. Um, if Josh Taylor is talking about moving up, then he could certainly. Y'all, y'all bear with me. I'm gonna go on mute for a second. Somebody's at my front door, and I need to figure out what's going on. Be right back. All right, I'm back. It wasn't nothing. Just need to be sure. Just a moment. Oh, what up, Brian Harkin? Welcome to the chat. Yeah, Chen Smoke, I agree. Crawford needs to pick one, and get his ass back in the ring. Crawford ain't getting no younger. He needs to keep the tools sharp, and he needs to get the fights that he can. All right. Like I said, he's ordered to fight Sean Porter. Hurry up and try to make that fight. Don't waste too much time in negotiations with him. Um, just like that's the other thing. A lot of times these guys just waste time. And I'm not saying Crawford wastes time. I mean, I don't think he's wasted time purposely, but like if it gets to a point where you got to say, look, this is the offer. You got to take it or leave it, because I got shit to do. I think I think that needs to be Crawford's attitude. Like, I got shit to do. I don't got time for these games. Like, you either want the fight or you don't. All right. And I'm not budging uh on these terms, on these, just let them know these terms specifically. I'm not willing to budge on. If you want to tweak some other ones, we could talk about that. But if you're gonna try to tweak any of these specifically, then you're just wasting my time, and I got other people to talk to. But yeah, I really think he should try to make that fight with Ortiz if Sean Porter's gonna dick him around. Just a moment. Oh, what up, James Jameson? Yeah, I want Bud to at least stop saying that Virgil's not ready. Because to me, that sounds like you're trying to avoid him, and that's not a good look. Like, that actually validates what the haters say. So I think that's the last thing you want to be doing. Um, I have not watched the Rigo fight yet, but I'm hearing like a couple different things. Some people are saying Rigo got robbed. Some people saying that Rigo is done. Some people say that it was like a horrible fight, and it wouldn't surprise me if the fight's not very pleasing to watch. I might just look up highlights on that one, but yeah, I didn't watch it. It just, I don't know. Rigo, like, he doesn't have he had some appeal at one point. He's never had a lot of appeal, but there was definitely a time where he had more appeal than he does now. I didn't watch that fight, and like I said, I'm probably not going to. I'm probably just going to watch some highlights, especially being that the overall consensus seems to be that it was not very fun to watch. I want to be entertained. What up, Ness Mendoza? Um, I want to watch boxing and not be entertained. So yeah, I want to be entertained. So like I said, we'll see if I actually watch that one. But yeah, that's how I feel about this whole situation with Virgil Ortiz. Uh, there was something else I want to talk about. Oh, yeah, I will have a video out tomorrow. Um, Before I did this live, I was getting some stuff together so I could edit it. It will be another parody, and it's already recorded and everything. I just need to edit everything together. So I was getting stuff together before I did this live, and my phone was starting to get a little low on juice. So I said, you know what? Let me go live on my tablet. Let me let the phone charge. And then when I'm done with the live, as long as I don't have anything to do for work, um, I'll get back to editing. So that's the plan. The plan is for me to edit everything. I was getting clips and pictures, and I think I still got some stuff to get together before I start editing. But it's gonna be a fun one. it's gonna be it's gonna be a fun one. Um, I'm pretty sure in the not so distant future I'm gonna be doing a tier list ranking my parodies. Uh, I'm this one is gonna be, in my opinion, I think is gonna rank highly. I don't know for sure because once I start ranking them, I might surprise myself. But I'm really happy with this one. I'm not gonna tell y'all which one I'm the most happiest with because then what's the point of doing a tier list? As of right now, I know which one goes number one. I know that. I'm not gonna say which one it is, but I think that'll be fun to revisit my parodies. I'm glad everybody seemed to enjoy Eye of the Liar. What up, Lisa Bales? Eye of the Liar, that was pretty fun. Oh, wow. Carlos Mendoza, what up? My apologies if I don't say what up to you. It's not on purpose. Maybe I might miss the comment. So, but yeah, I'm hopefully soon I'll be ranking my parodies. Um, I have to see how many parodies I've done. I want to say I've done, including the one that I recorded yesterday and that I'm editing. I want to say I did 10, which is a good number to rank. If I haven't, I might hold off on it a little bit till I have a couple more parodies out. Um, I usually try to space them out a little bit, but this parody that I recorded yesterday, it was too good to pass up. And there has actually been times where I planned on doing a parody, and then I never do it because I put it off and I put it off, and by the time I go to make it, it's kind of irrelevant, you know. Like imagine my undisputed Rhapsody if I would have put that out now. It wouldn't have the same effect as it did 3 or 4 months ago when I did upload it. So um sometimes with these uploads you gotta be tactical on when you do them, and you gotta strike while the iron's hot. So let me take a look at a couple more. What 1 2 kid 5%? Yeah, I'm actually at 6% now. When I get the 5%, I'm gonna end this live. I'm not even joking, because yeah, the you know 5% is when your devices start dimming your screen and shit, and I hate that. So I'm gonna finish up, and then like I said, I'll put the tablet to charge, and then I'll get back to editing on my phone. But yeah, this I think that's all I got. I'm just trying to think. I swear there was something else that I wanted to talk about. Uh, yeah, I can't think. I want to get back into the whole thing like of the tribalism and all that. I think I've covered that like in the last three lives in a row, so I'm not gonna go into that. Which is funny because I did listen to a video where that was being addressed. I'm not gonna lie, it makes me want to talk about it, but I'm not gonna. Oh, what up, Ronald Finkley? I do appreciate everybody who supports me. I do my best to support in return. Um, a lot of you guys are very talented at what you do, and hopefully soon I can get back to doing some spotlights. I haven't done one in a while. Um, there's definitely there's one guy that he's always impressed me, and he didn't have a channel until recently. So I think he's gonna be my next spotlight. Like, dude is like, even though he doesn't have that much content out right now, um, I've heard him speak boxing enough to know that he has a good head on his shoulders, and that he definitely has a lot to contribute to the community. So that'll probably be my next one. Probably wait till he gets a little bit more content out before I do it, which is fine because then that just gives me time to do my own shit. Um, because I never wanted to just do spotlights. I've always wanted to be diverse, so I wanna keep that up. But yeah, I hit the 5%, so I'm gonna go ahead and end this. I need a drink. Starting to try. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end this. I'm gonna get back to editing, but y'all have a good day. You'll probably see me, in lives and stuff at some point in the day, just depending on who goes live and stuff. Um, I have to kind of space out my lives for the rest of the month because I used up like almost 6 hours last week on one live. So, I'm probably gonna not do a live for at least a couple days at this point. And if I do a live, I'm gonna try to keep them under an hour. Like this one is 27 minutes, well 28 now. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end this. Y'all have a wonderful and blessed day. Peace.